Welcome to another episode of the Detective Vault, where we delve into the most perplexing mysteries from around the world. Today we journey back in time to the 18th century to explore the enigmatic case of Owen Parfitt. This 250-year-old unsolved mystery has baffled historians and intrigued storytellers for generations. Imagine a small, quiet village in Somerset, England. The year is 1768. Owen Parfitt, a disabled and elderly man, sits outside his sister's cottage, enjoying the afternoon air. Moments later, he vanishes without a trace, leaving behind only an empty chair and a myriad of unanswered questions. What happened to Owen Parfitt? How could a man with limited mobility disappear so completely? Before we delve deeper into the mystery of Owen Parfitt's disappearance, let's take a closer look at the man himself. Who was Owen Parfitt? Owen Parfitt was once a robust and adventurous man. In his youth, he was known for his seafaring exploits, traveling to distant lands, and experiencing the thrill of the open ocean. However, as the years passed, the ravages of time and illness took their toll. By 1768, Owen was an elderly man, paralyzed and confined to a chair, unable to walk. His health condition was a source of great concern, making his sudden disappearance all the more baffling. Owen lived with his sister in the small English village of Shepton Mallet, a place where everyone knew each other, and strangers were easily noticed. The village itself was a quiet and close-knit community, nestled in the picturesque countryside of Somerset. It was the kind of place where news traveled fast, and the disappearance of an elderly man would have been the talk of the town. Despite his condition, Owen was not a man to be underestimated. He had a reputation for being sharp-witted and strong-willed, traits that had served him well in his younger days. But as his health declined, he became increasingly dependent on his sister and the kindness of the villagers. Now, with a better understanding of Owen Parfitt's background, we can begin to piece together the puzzle of his mysterious vanishing. What could have happened to a man who was unable to walk, living in a village where everyone knew each other? Let's continue our journey to uncover the truth behind this enduring enigma. On a seemingly ordinary day in 1768, the small village of Shepton Mallet was about to witness an event that would baffle generations to come. It was late afternoon, and Owen Parfitt was seated outside his sister's home, enjoying the fresh air. Despite his paralysis, Owen appreciated these moments of tranquility, wrapped in a blanket to ward off the chill. His sister, who cared for him devotedly, had just stepped inside for a brief moment. She was gone for no more than a few minutes, intending to fetch a coat for her brother as the evening air began to cool. The village was quiet, with only the occasional chirping of birds breaking the silence. But when she returned, Owen was gone. His chair sat empty, the blanket he had been wrapped in now lying crumpled on the ground. Panic set in immediately. How could a man who couldn't walk simply vanish into thin air? His sister's frantic calls echoed through the village, summoning neighbors and friends to aid in the search. The villagers scoured the area, searching every nook and cranny, but there was no sign of Owen. There were no tracks, no signs of a struggle, nothing to suggest where he might have gone. It was as if the earth had swallowed him whole, leaving behind only questions and a deep sense of unease. As dusk settled over Shepton Mallet, the eerie nature of the scene became even more pronounced. How could someone so incapacitated disappear so quickly, without a trace? The villagers whispered among themselves, their minds racing with theories ranging from the plausible to the supernatural. The day of Owen Parfitt's disappearance would forever be etched in the annals of the village's history, a chilling reminder of how quickly and inexplicably someone can vanish. With the backdrop set, the true mystery of Owen Parfitt's vanishing unfolds, leaving us to ponder. What forces were at play that fateful day? Let's delve deeper into this 250-year-old enigma. As the sun dipped below the horizon on that fateful evening in 1768, the search for Owen Parfitt began in earnest. His sister, frantic with worry, called out for help, and soon the entire village of Shepton Mallet was involved. Neighbors and friends quickly assembled, armed with lanterns and a determination to find the missing man. They combed through every corner of the village, from the quiet streets to the surrounding fields, but their efforts were in vain. The local community's search efforts didn't stop there. As word of Owen's mysterious disappearance spread, more people joined the hunt. The authorities were notified, and they too scoured the area for any signs of Owen. They investigated every possible lead, questioned every villager, and even brought in search dogs to track any potential scent. Days turned into weeks, and the search extended far beyond the village, covering nearby forests, rivers, and abandoned buildings. Despite the relentless efforts, no clues or traces of Owen Parfitt were ever found. His disappearance left the villagers and authorities baffled. There were no footprints, no signs of a struggle, and no witnesses who could provide any useful information. It was as if Owen had simply vanished into thin air, leaving behind only his empty chair and a crumpled blanket. The lack of evidence only fueled the mystery further, leading to countless theories and speculations. Some believed Owen had been abducted by pirates or bandits, while others whispered of supernatural forces at play. But with no concrete evidence, the truth behind Owen Parfitt's disappearance remained elusive, a puzzle that would haunt the village of Shepton Mallet for generations to come. As we ponder this perplexing case, one question lingers in our minds. How did a man who couldn't walk disappear so completely, without a single trace? The search for Owen Parfitt may have ended, but the mystery continues to captivate and confound us to this day. As the days turned into months and then years, the disappearance of Owen Parfitt became the subject of numerous theories and speculations. Let's delve into some of the most popular ones that have intrigued historians and mystery enthusiasts alike. The first theory suggests that Owen Parfitt was kidnapped by enemies or thieves. Given the period's lawlessness, some believe that Owen may have been targeted for reasons unknown. Perhaps he had a hidden past, or maybe he was in possession of something valuable. Supporters of this theory point to the lack of any struggle as evidence that he was swiftly and silently taken away. However, skeptics argue that his inability to walk would have made such an abduction highly visible and challenging. Another widely discussed theory involves supernatural or paranormal explanations. Some locals whispered that Owen was taken by otherworldly forces. Could it be that spirits or even extraterrestrial beings were responsible for his sudden vanishing? This idea gained traction due to the complete lack of physical evidence. Critics, however, dismiss these claims as mere superstitions, born out of fear and ignorance. A third theory proposes that the entire event was a staged disappearance, perhaps orchestrated by Owen himself. Despite his paralysis, could he have planned an elaborate escape with the help of an accomplice? Those who support this theory argue that Owen may have wanted to start a new life or escape from some personal troubles. On the other hand, detractors find it hard to believe that a man in his condition could have managed such a feat without leaving behind any clues. Each of these theories has its supporters and skeptics, making the case of Owen Parfitt one of the most enduring mysteries of our time. Whether it was a calculated kidnapping, a supernatural intervention, or a carefully staged event, the truth remains elusive. What do you think happened to Owen Parfitt? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. As we continue to explore this enigmatic case, one thing is certain: the disappearance of Owen Parfitt will forever remain a tantalizing puzzle, captivating the imaginations of all who hear his story. To truly understand the mystery of Owen Parfitt's disappearance, we must delve into the historical and social context of 18th century England. This period was rife with superstitions, local myths, and rumors that shaped the way people perceived the world around them. In the 1700s, England was a society in transition. Enlightenment ideas were spreading, but ancient beliefs and superstitions still held strong sway, especially in rural areas like Shepton Mallet. People believed in witchcraft, ghosts, and other supernatural phenomena. These beliefs were often fueled by fear of the unknown and a lack of scientific understanding. Owen Parfitt's disappearance quickly became a topic of local folklore. Some speculated that he had been taken by witches, who were believed to possess the power to make people vanish. Others thought he might have been spirited away by fairies, another common belief of the time. These mystical elements added layers of intrigue to an already baffling case. The fear of the supernatural was not just a quaint belief, but a real and pervasive part of daily life. Tales of hauntings and mysterious vanishings were shared around hearths, spreading from village to village. In such an environment, Owen's sudden disappearance could easily be seen as the work of otherworldly forces. These superstitions were so deeply ingrained that even the most logical explanations were often overshadowed by the more sensational, mystical ones. The lack of physical evidence only fueled these speculations, making the supernatural theories seem even more plausible to the people of the time. In essence, the disappearance of Owen Parfitt became more than just a missing person case. It transformed into a legend, a tale woven with the threads of 18th century beliefs and fears. This blend of historical context and mystical elements has kept the story alive for centuries, leaving us to wonder, how much of what we know is fact, and how much is the product of a time when the line between reality and myth was easily blurred? As we ponder these questions, let us remember that the past holds many secrets, some of which may never be fully uncovered. The mystery of Owen Parfitt is one such secret, locked away in the annals of history, waiting for a key that may never come. Why was this case never solved? The disappearance of Owen Parfitt remains one of the most perplexing mysteries of the 18th century, and there are several reasons why it has eluded resolution for so long. Firstly, we must consider the challenges of solving such a case in the 1700s. In an era without modern forensic technology, investigators had to rely on rudimentary methods. There were no DNA tests, fingerprint analyses, or surveillance cameras. The tools that we take for granted today simply did not exist. This lack of forensic technology meant that even the smallest clue could be easily overlooked or misinterpreted. Moreover, investigative methods at the time were primitive. Local authorities were often ill-equipped to handle complex cases. The concept of a professional police force was still in its infancy, and many investigations were carried out by local constables or even community members with little to no training. This lack of expertise made it incredibly difficult to conduct a thorough and effective search for Owen Parfitt. Another factor to consider is the passage of time. As years turned into decades and then centuries, any potential evidence would have degraded or been lost entirely. Witnesses who might have provided crucial information passed away, and oral accounts became distorted with each retelling. The story of Owen Parfitt's disappearance became more legend than fact, further complicating efforts to uncover the truth. Even with today's advanced technology and investigative techniques, the case remains unsolved. The lack of initial evidence, combined with the historical context and the passage of time, has created a nearly impenetrable barrier to finding any definitive answers. So, why has no resolution been reached even after centuries? The answer lies in a combination of historical limitations, the elusive nature of the disappearance, and the transformation of the case into a legend steeped in myth and superstition. The mystery of Owen Parfitt continues to baffle and intrigue, a testament to the enduring power of an unsolved enigma. As we delve deeper into this 250-year-old mystery, we are reminded of the limitations of our understanding and the tantalizing possibility that some secrets may never be fully uncovered. The case of Owen Parfitt's disappearance continues to capture the imagination of mystery lovers even today. Despite the passage of over 2 centuries, the enigma surrounding his vanishing act has not dimmed. Modern-day enthusiasts and amateur sleuths still find themselves drawn to the perplexing details of that fateful day in Shepton Mallet. In recent years, there have been multiple attempts to explain what might have happened to Owen. From online forums to podcasts, the case has sparked countless discussions and debates. Some modern investigators have even turned to advanced forensic techniques, hoping to uncover new clues from old records and historical documents. However, the lack of physical evidence in the passage of time have made these efforts largely inconclusive. This enduring mystery has also inspired a plethora of books, articles, and retellings. Authors and researchers have delved into the story, offering various theories, ranging from plausible explanations to more fantastical narratives. The case has become a staple in the world of unsolved mysteries, often featured in documentaries and TV shows dedicated to the unexplained. The legacy of Owen Parfitt's disappearance serves as a poignant reminder of the limitations of our understanding. It challenges us to question the boundaries between reality and legend, and to consider the possibility that some mysteries may never be fully resolved. As we continue to seek answers, the story of Owen Parfitt remains a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown. So, why does this 250-year-old mystery still resonate with us today? Perhaps it's the tantalizing combination of historical intrigue and the human desire to solve the unsolvable. Or maybe it is the hope that, one day, we might finally uncover the truth behind Owen Parfitt's Vanishing act. As we reach the end of our journey into the mystery of Owen Parfitt, we are left with more questions than answers. The sheer implausibility of his disappearance, the lack of physical evidence, and the myriad theories that have emerged over the years all contribute to the enduring fascination with this case. Was it a calculated abduction, a miraculous event, or something far more sinister? What really happened to Owen Parfitt? The most compelling aspects of this mystery lie in its contradictions and the eerie silence that followed his vanishing act. How could a paralyzed man disappear without a trace, leaving behind no clues or witnesses? Theories of pirate abductions, supernatural interventions, and secret escapes have all been proposed, each adding a layer of intrigue to this already baffling case. We invite you to share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Do you think Owen Parfitt's disappearance was a result of human actions, or does it hint at something beyond our understanding? Could it be that this 250-year-old mystery will forever remain unsolved, tantalizing us with its secrets? As we ponder these questions, we are reminded of the delicate balance between fact and fiction, history and legend. The case of Owen Parfitt challenges us to consider the possibility that some mysteries are meant to remain just that, mysteries. So, what do you think? Was it something more sinister or just an unsolvable enigma? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more spine-tingling mysteries.